Hello, I'm Brian Knowles. I'm a WRHS alumnus of 2021, which means I went to Dayton, Ohio with WRHS Percussion in 2018 as a freshman.
I'm Rob Knowles.
I'm Francine Knowles.
And we are the parents of Brian Knowles.
Hello guys, my name is Tristan Menelang. I graduated WRHS High School Percussion in 2021, and this is my mom.
Hi, my name is Ivy.
My name is Tommy Weber, and I graduated back in 2018. I was also part of the drum line.
My name is Palomi Sigire, and I was a part of the percussion program from fall of 2015 to winter season of 2019 when I graduated.
I'm Michael Gabarno, and I marched in the WRHS Percussion program for 4 years. All 4 years, I was on the cymbal line.
I've been with the Band Boosters, I guess, for 4 years. It was really an amazing time. We've made a lot of lifelong friends, and we were so blessed to be able to go to Dayton when our son was a freshman in high school, and it was wonderful.
Our son Brian is an alumnus of the WRHS Winter Percussion Program. And as parents, we were very happy that program was there. We were very happy that he was a part of it.
Seeing other high schools perform at a world-class level while we were still in A class was really inspiring. The level of emotion that you feel watching those groups left a humongous impression on me. And then to top it off, there were the independent groups like Pulse, Broken City, and Dark Sky. And it was during that trip that I decided for myself that I wanted to do what they did so bad.
And one of the interesting things that we found is that Brian became even more independent than he had been before. And we were very happy about that. He navigated his way through this process along with all of his other classmates.
Actually performing on that world-class stage was something else, because you would see different drum lines from different parts of the United States. You'd see Scholastic World, you'd see Open Class from different areas, see what their shows were about. We also saw more WGI professional, like we'd see Rhythm X, we would see Broken City, RCC, Pulse. We got to see all of them in person and on the actual stage where they're at their best, they're breaking records, and they were going insane. And that honestly really inspired me more about percussion, and just being in that experience really opened my eyes to more about the percussion experience and more about what it is.
Yeah, so Dayton turned out to be one of the most memorable and influential trips I've ever been on when I was in the WRHS Percussion. Dayton as a whole was it felt like a family vacation, but we were just doing what we loved. We were performing, we were playing music, we would all hang out with each other at the hotel, we would go to malls and eat at restaurants together. The absolute best memories were to be made in Dayton, because it was all about us. In Dayton, it's all about you guys. It's all about percussion. It's all about these winter groups, and you get a lot of exposure to these players, right? You get to see these world-class groups, either independent or scholastic. So you get to see people that are on par with your level, and you get to compete with them. And it's honestly like one of the best feelings to perform in front of a huge international crowd. All these people from different countries and different states going to Dayton, Ohio to see you guys perform and to see WGI championships. It's the best feeling.
Freshman year was when I had the chance to go to Dayton, Ohio to compete on the world stage. And just that was a really incredible and incomparable experience, because just being in that highly professional environment, just filled with so much talent and energy, and just being there with people that you've built connections with for either the whole year or just years before, it feels like just this great payoff.
And as for the parents, what happened in Dayton, stay in Dayton, so I can't tell you a lot more than that. But it was great.
That's also true for the students on a certain extent. But yeah, it's one of the best experiences ever. You get to travel with your friends, and even the parents get to travel with each other. We all get to move the equipment and all of the props we have for the show, and we all get to perform together.
Performing on that stage in Dayton was just an amazing experience, and I know I'll remember that feeling for my life. It's just a great experience to go and perform, and it's great to connect with other groups and other people in the community. Every year I worked hard to grow and do my best, but especially those Dayton years, there was just an extra push, and it was something exciting and new and really beneficial.
What I've been hearing about the West Ranch drumline is that we have progressed from open class to world, which again, congratulations, that is a fantastic achievement, and I'm so proud to see West Ranch percussion come that far. And when we even made the concert line back in 2018 and we went to Dayton, Ohio that last time, I remember when we got first in world. That was fantastic, and hearing stories from that whole entire experience was like awe-inspiring.
For the entire time he was in the Winter Percussion, we were very impressed with the program. We loved it. We volunteered. It was not always easy.
Like anything worth going through, there are many hardships to be shared along the way. The loss of a season, the loss of staff, and even the loss of life. All things which West Ranch Percussion, with Julio at its front, has helped me and my friends through. We lost our season when COVID-19 hit. We lost one of our staff members, our family member, Andrew Ramirez, when he fell ill to a stroke. And we lost life the day our brothers and sisters at Saugus High School fell victim to a school shooting. I believe what makes West Ranch Percussion so special is their strength through trying times. Each individual has a story, and each individual has a reason to push themselves so far on behalf of the program. And that's what makes things like Dayton possible. This program is such a special family that stays with you long after you graduate and move on to bigger things. No matter what hardships this group is faced with, they face it together. If our props don't have a way to be transported to Dayton, for instance, someone from our family steps up and takes on that responsibility. If we have a bad performance, we hold each other up and carry each other forward. If one of our members can't facilitate the fundings to go to Dayton, we find a way to get the money for them, because events like this give us the opportunity to show the world what our family is made of and what we have accomplished. And there's no feeling quite like it.
My junior year when we went, I had just gotten into a car accident. It was pretty bad, and my health was not that great, but I was really determined to get to Dayton and perform. That season was Mother Forgive Us, and I was playing synth. And although I was dealing with some health issues, percussion really got me through it, and going to Dayton it really pushed me to get better.
I only got to go my freshman year because usually how it is where we go twice over our 4 years. So we go, for me, it was my freshman year, and then I was supposed to go my junior year, but then COVID-19 happened, so we weren't able to travel.
The day that we found out that we would not be able to continue our season was probably one of the hardest days for me that I've had so far, because of just how much I've put into that program and how much I was ready to go forward to the next level in every aspect, to march with Vanguard, to someday march with Pulse, to go to Dayton that year, and maybe even be promoted to World. Who knows? All that potential just stopped. And we were just frozen in place, and it was so surreal. And at that moment, Julio, he took us into one of the rooms within the music hall, and he sat us down and had us do an event circle, basically. And so it started with the underclassmen and worked its way up to the upperclassmen, and then the leaders, and then the captains. And when it was my turn, I had a lot of venting to do. It was really good for me. I think, going into COVID to just get all that out of my system, but it was a lot and a lot of emotion because of just how much was taken away from me, and it hurt. It hurt bad.
It was all paid for, all the reservations were made, and then we had the pandemic. That was the end of winter percussion for that year. The next year, they started it up again as soon as they were allowed to, but there really wasn't much momentum. But still, we were pleased that they did start up the program again in 2021. And the reason for that is that we demonstrated, I can't take any credit for it, but they demonstrated for the students resilience. This is not the first bad thing that's going to happen to you. So they managed to pick up more or less where they left off as best they could, and to keep going, acknowledging that it's hard, acknowledging that it won't be the same, but they'll move forward anyway. And we were very impressed by that.
We know it's been tough to get fundraising and get sponsors in order to make these trips out every year, but with any support that the parents or the students and any family members or any sponsors or any fundraisers we could pull, it'd be the absolute best interest for WRHS Percussion in this year, because even though it's a really young group, I think there's no other experience comparable to Dayton, Ohio. There's nothing like it.
It'll be really cool to just continue to see the progression of WRHS Drumline from back when I was a freshman. We were just transitioning from A class to open, and now we transition from open to worlds. I want to continue to see WRHS become more of a name for itself and see it become more world recognized, and for people to personally develop through that time and to become better percussionists. Not just better percussionists, but also going through life experiences and cherishing these memories even well after they've come, like what I'm saying in this video and what I've experienced. It's been a long ride. I'm literally talking to a camera right now about these memories 6 years later, and it's just had a good impact in my life. So just wanted to share that. I hope everyone is having a great day over there. I wish everyone the best for everything, and yeah.
Even now in college, it's still like a great point for me to talk about while networking and doing interviews. Performing in Dayton is life-changing, really, and I believe WRHS Percussion proves itself over and over again that it has a place there. And I really, really urge them to continue going and continue working hard.
I made this video because I wanted to show how much that this program means to everyone that goes through it. And I also wanted to help influence the decision on whether or not the WRHS Percussion program goes to Dayton this year. I hope that this video has done its job and that you have all enjoyed it. And to all the students in the room, you have the alumni support, and keep up the good work. Thank you.